Hi everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel, and today we're going to review the AirPods Pro. These I think are one of the best earphones that Apple has ever made. Now these AirPods Pro I purchased in 2019. So this is going to be kind of a long-term review, long-term usage review, and this is now being used by my son for his online lectures and for listening to music. And I'm also going to be reviewing another pair of AirPods that I purchased recently. So you're going to get an idea of wear and tear and usage over time. So these were purchased in 2019 and these were purchased recently when there was a sale on Amazon. Now, as always, I want to keep my reviews very simple. I don't want to make it very technical. So I'm going to give you an idea of how it is to use these AirPods Pros on a day-to-day basis, how they have held up over time, and whether this is the right AirPods for you to buy. Let's start off with the AirPods Pros I purchased in 2019. I got it from the Apple store at Aptronics in Mumbai, along with my iPhone 11 Pro Max at the time. This was on the 11th of November 2019, I still remember. And I think they were absolutely amazing. They had noise cancelling, the sound was very good, and best of all, these had silicone ear tips. Now, straight away, the white ear tips that came with the AirPods Pro have gotten soiled over time. They have got yellow. Of course, with prolonged usage and with earwax, it gets yellow. So you need to take care of that. And these are the Comply tips that I've got from headphonezone.in. You can also check out their site. They have these online. So these Comply tips, I've got something of like a memory foam. So these really work well, and of course they are black, so even if they get soiled, you really don't come to know, and they fit quite well. So that's something probably you would need to do over time. Apart from that, as you can see, the AirPods Pro have got a button to pair along with your new iPhone. They also work with Android phones, of course. But if you can see, when you don't put a case on these start getting soiled over time. You can see these marks here. And of course, this is used by my teenage son. So a little bit of wear and tear is bound to happen. Because he keeps it in his pocket, he keeps just, it's on the desk and so on, and it's not clean very often. But apart from that, they have held up really well, and they sound great still. And they are really one of the best earphones that you can buy from Apple. Now, I bought a pair for myself a few months ago from the Amazon sale, and I put a Spigen case on it right away to prevent any kind of scuffs or scratches, because as you can see with the old ones, these AirPods Pro cases tend to scratch very easily. So you need to put a case on it if you want to maintain that scratchless look. So that's what I've done, and I've kept using it along with this, and it's very nice. You see the whole, the case rises up so you can take out the AirPods. And like I said, these white silicone tips get dirty over time. So once again, just use the Comply ear tips. And the best part about the AirPods Pro is that these silicone tips actually make it fit in your ear much better than the original AirPods. That was always a problem for me. I could never use them, although my wife also uses the first generation AirPods, the normal ones, and they fit perfectly for her. But for me, this has always been a problem until the AirPods Pro. These fit perfectly in the ear. The battery life on the AirPods Pro is also not bad, up to 4 to 5 hours of listening time with a single charge, up to 5 hours with active noise cancellation and transparency mode off, and up to 3.5 hours of talk time with one single charge. And with the MagSafe charging case, you get more than 24 hours of listening time, more than 18 hours of talk time. So with 5 minutes of charging, it gives you around 1 hour of listening time or around 1 hour of talk time, which is really not bad. The AirPods Pro also come with the Lightning to USB cable. They still use the Lightning connector on this, and I hope Apple will switch to USB-C soon. Let's talk about audio quality. Audio quality is good. The bass is quite tight and controlled. The mids and the trebles are also quite fine. And you can't call these really bass heavy or something with a very forward sounding sound signature, but they are quite good. Compared to something of this size from other brands, they work exceptionally well. Call quality is excellent as well. Whenever I make calls on this, people on the other side are able to hear me clearly, and they don't know whether I'm speaking on the phone or whether I'm using Bluetooth earphones. Also, as you would know now, the AirPods Pro support spatial audio, which is a special audio algorithm that gives you a wide 360-degree surround effect, which is very, very nice if you watch it with spatial audio enabled soundtracks or with movies. It gives you a very wide soundstage, and when you move your head, it actually creates a feeling that the speakers are on the left or on the right side, and that is really amazing what you can do with these AirPods Pros. The AirPods Pros are also water resistant, so you can safely use it in the gym. I have used these in the gym, and they work pretty well. There's no problem at all. Of course, I don't think you can submerge it in water, but you can use it in the gym, and while working out, if there is some sweat, that should not be a problem at all. Apple has recently launched the AirPods 3 in the market, and they are also very similar to look like the AirPods Pro, except that they don't have these silicone ear tips, and they also have spatial audio, which is supported on the AirPods Pro, but they don't have noise cancellation. Now, many people have asked me whether we should go for the AirPods Pro or should we go with the AirPods 3. The AirPods Pro, at the time of shooting this video, costs around 21,000 depending on where you buy it in India on Amazon and Apple stores, and the AirPods 3 is costing, I guess, around 18,500. So it really is a matter of about 2,000 rupees, and if you can get the AirPods Pro on sale, I think it's a much better buy than the AirPods 3. Now, I don't know why Apple would make the AirPods 3 more expensive and closer in pricing to the AirPods Pro, because the AirPods Pro for sure is a much better package. You have noise cancellation, you have good sound quality, you have spatial audio, and you have a transparency mode, and you can use it in the gym, and they are very small sized. So it's really a decision that you need to make, and if I were you, I would readily go for the AirPods Pro instead of the AirPods 3, because the main thing here is that the ear tips, the silicone ear tips that fit much better, at least in my ear, and the AirPods 3 don't have these, and that may be a problem for some people where the AirPods 3 keeps slipping from your ears. Now, if you don't have the budget to go for the AirPods Pro, is there something better, or is there an alternative? Yes, there is, and that is the Jabra Elite Active 75Ts. Now, this I just wanted to mention to you. Of course, this is an AirPods Pro review, but I have been using the Jabras as well since more than a year now, and when it comes to sound quality, it beats the AirPods Pro for sure, at least for me, because the bass on these things are absolutely mind-blowing, and I like good amount of bass in my music. So the Jabra Elite Active 75Ts are geared towards sports and people who are into fitness, but I use it on a day-to-day basis. And they also have dual connectivity, that is, you can connect to two devices at one time, like the Apple AirPods Pro, but I feel that they are more seamless in switching from device to device. But apart from that, these have got the sound that I love, and these also have a built-in EQ in the app, so you can really tweak the bass. And the bass, like I said, if you're into gymming and if you like some EDM or music with good bass, these are the ones to go for. The AirPods Pro also have good amount of bass, but not as much as these. They are very bass heavy, which you can of course tweak down. But overall, when you see the sound and if you see the clarity, the AirPods Pros wins. And of course, if you have an Apple, if you have an iPhone, they're much better with them. These work with iPhones as well as with Androids perfectly well. These also work with Android to listen to music, but of course you don't get many of the advanced features that you would get with the iPhone. I hope you liked my video. Do like, share and subscribe to my channel, and leave your comments and do ask me any questions which I would be happy to answer for you. I'll leave the links to buying the AirPods Pro in the description. Thank you, stay safe and have a great day.